Welcome to Violin Adventures number 84. Welcome to the new subscribers. This episode we play the YouTube Violin, and we're going to continue to play that for another week until it's ready to take down and varnish. And then we also work on the challenging cello. So I hope you enjoy the challenging cello. Okay, here is our very naughty cello back, and I was getting a good look at this seam, and almost there's a big sections in here and in here where that glued on cement is really on there hard, and trying to chip it off. I don't want to chip the wood, so I think we're going to put this back in some hot water and let it soak again, and see if we can get any progress on this. Also, I want to remove this rib, and it is really on there well. So it's a very cold day today after we had a fairly warm week last week, so that's why I have a sweater on. I'm going to get these cleats taken down so that they don't hinder the vibrations on the top. I've taken down the cleats and listened to the tone, and it's coming back. It's definitely much better than it was before the cleats. The next thing we need to do is a sound post patch. There was a crack right along that area, and so a sound post patch is the only thing that's going to help this keep from cracking again. Okay, I found a nice old piece of wood with grains that match really nicely to the grains that are there, and I am going to plan this out. And partly inlay this into the top to strengthen this so that we don't have any more cracks. The crack runs right along here. So we may even put another cleat there when we get done. We'll see how it comes out. So after I get this fitted, I'll see you back. Okay, this has been soaking in hot water, and I worked on getting the seams all clean. And I think I got all of that pasty cement out of there. And now it's tending to go back much nicer once it's all cleaned out. So, once all that dirt gets cleaned out of there, then it looks like it might just go back naturally. So while it is still wet, I might need to go ahead and glue it shut. Okay, I have this back ready to go. It looks like since I've cleaned the seam out, it really wants to go back together properly. It's really important to get that dirt out. And as you can see, this gray stuff on the top, that's exactly the stuff that was in the seam, only much thicker. And so it was difficult to get that all cleaned out. Anyway, I'm waiting for the glue to heat up, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this back so that everything can get stable again. Okay, we're going to go ahead and glue this shut, and hopefully it will go back just how we like it. Previously, when I put the clamps on for it to dry, it dried curling inward, and we don't want any curl. So it's looking good right now, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it up. And I just want y'all to see the sky. It's a beautiful blue with little puffs of clouds all around. Just gorgeous. Okay, I'm taking the clamps off and we're going to see how this seam looks. The seam looks good. Most of it down here, it went in a little bit, so I'm going to have to work with that. Yeah, inside here, it's not really together, just on the bottom part. The top part worked fine, so I'm going to let this sit again, but I'm glad that it's closed. So up to here is fine. Down here, it indented back. So we need to push this out and probably re-glue it. Okay, our sound post patch is fitted, and so I'm going to glue it up. The YouTube Violin. Well, here we are at the end of the week. Let's take a look. Here's our cello back. And I don't know if I told you the story, but I soaked this back and was able to get all the crud cleaned out of the seam. And the seam wanted to go back, so I realized I needed to glue it right away. Well, I checked it a few hours later, and this top went together nicely. The seam under here started to curl again. So, with these trusty weights, I was able to push it down, and it looks good under here. I'm just going to leave it under weights for the weekend and make sure that it's learned where to sit. So there is our cello back. Here is our violin, and I've enjoyed playing this in church, playing it outside. It's got a good lusty tone. It really speaks out, so I'm enjoying that. And I'll probably play it for another week before we take it down. Here you can see I've got a cello, a bow box, and some boxes over here. We shipped out a cello this week, and so there's a lot of foam pieces around the shop. Just don't look at the floor. We've got wood chips and foam pieces, and it needs to be swept. So that's coming right up. Here and over here is our cello top. We have the sound pulse patch there. And I'm just going to let that dry through the weekend. And we still need to get a bass bar in there. The Hebrew Minute. Hello, tzivika hazak va'amatz, al ta'arotz va'al tichat. Ki imcha Hashem, Elohecha b'chol asher tolech. Have not I commanded you, or charged you? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, and be not dismayed, because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Thank you so much for watching, for your thumbs up and your comments, and thank you to the new subscribers. Welcome. Until next time, God bless you. Bye. All these little cows are back, and they missed you, and they wanted to say hi.